After 10 years of Disney Star Wars, it is obvious that Lucasfilm has a tough time making quality Star Wars content. But one thing that Lucasfilm is excellent at is gaslighting. Gaslighting the remaining Disney Star Wars fans, gaslighting the mainstream media into believing something that absolutely is not true, and using it to defend and deflect any and all criticism of their garbage programming. And in the process, they take an entire segment of the fan base that might not like the direction of this Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and they decide to label them something, when in reality, any actions that actually occurred are the result of a few trolls here and there, do not represent any kind of momentum from the fan base, do not represent any sort of reality if they even happen. But that is the Lucasfilm MO, and that's exactly what we saw in the case of the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series and actress Moses Ingram. We talked about this yesterday when Star Wars put out this tweet, and since then, it has gone exactly the way that they wanted it to. We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel any way unwelcome, we only have one thing to say: we resist. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. Now, this post by the official Star Wars Twitter is an attempt to gaslight everyone into thinking, well, if there's people out there that are criticizing Moses Ingram for how bad her character is in Kenobi, it must just be the racists out there. They're trying to set up this false dichotomy, and in a big way, they succeeded, because a lot of these drones are out there repeating exactly the same thing, all over a select few Instagram DMs that were shared by Moses Ingram. Obi-Wan Kenobi actress Moses Ingram shares screenshots of the abuse she's received. And I'm gonna go through all of these, and I'm gonna let you decide for yourself which ones are actually racist, and does this mean that there's some sort of segment within Star Wars fandom, or if it's true, if these are even real DMs, or does it just mean there's a couple idiots out there that don't represent anything at all? And the vast majority of the criticism, 99.99999%, is directed at the acting, the writing, and the rest of this garbage Kenobi series. But let's go to these hateful messages that Moses Ingram got. Here, your days are numbered. Now, I wouldn't necessarily consider that racist. There's also no name attached to this. She didn't attach any names at all. Could that be, is it a threat of violence? I guess, maybe. Again, I get people that want to beat the shit out of me every day in my DMs. That's part of being on the internet. It does not make it okay. It's not okay to send anything intimidating or meant to be harmful, but it is part of being on the internet. What's the next one? You are not the first soft A N-word in Star Wars, fool. And also keep in mind, they used the wrong your right here, and then they put an extra S on Star Wars and didn't space it out. This is what I would do if I were trying to make up something, but I don't know if that's true. Maybe these are actual real DMs. Moses, you said you got hundreds of these. Share the rest of them. I would love to see all of them and the names attached, and I will go out and say, this is wrong. These people are wrong. This is not okay. We want to see the hundreds of messages you claim you received, Moses, so we can stand behind you. You're not the first soft A N-word in Star Wars, fool. Looks like the profile picture may or not be a black person. I don't know. But in my experience, racists don't use the soft A when they're trying to insult you or be racist. But that's what happened. And this is based off a comment that she herself made, in fact. If you go here, this is what she said in an interview. To me, it's long overdue because Obi-Wan's gonna bring diversity. If you've got droids and aliens but no people of color, it doesn't make any sense. It's 2022, you know. Everyone pointed out the multitude of people of color that have been in Star Wars. Even though Moses Ingram in an interview tried to act like it was a first or something, very, very strange. Maybe that's why that message was sent. I don't know. Let's go through the rest. You suck, loser. You're a diversity hire. You won't be loved or remembered for this acting role. Not a nice thing to say for sure. I don't think that this is an indication that there's an entire segment of the fan base that hates her because she's black. I don't buy that from this. There is one DM that I do think is the worst of them all, and I'll show that. Well, first, there's this thumbnail from this person that, like, this is stupid. This is a ridiculously stupid thing to say, and there's a reason that no one talks to this person. Operation Get Behind the Darkies is real. That's so fucking stupid to put in a thumbnail and retarded, to be honest with you. But let's move on to this DM. Ayo Kenobi, you ain't finna run forever, white boy, get back here. You've now been converted to the St. George of Floydium of Star Wars. Are you happy? How the fuck does an alien know? Eubonics. I think that that is a racially motivated message. I do not think that that is okay. That is wrong. But this is the worst. This is the worst of the worst for Moses Ingram. And what this is now turned into is a virtue signal from everybody associated with Star Wars. This is exactly what they wanted. What did the headlines read? Every single Star Wars headline. Star Wars stands with Obi-Wan Kenobi's Moses Ingram amid racist backlash. And now we even have the star of the show, supposedly, if you watch the show, you know that's not true, himself, Ewan McGregor, continuing to push this gaslighting, because that's what it is.
This weekend, Star Wars fans made Obi-Wan Kenobi the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere of all time. And for that, I would say a big thank you. And it just goes to show what this family can do when we all pull together.
Just really quick, want to point out that they did not just one episode, but 2 episodes, and likely included that in the watch time. I don't know if it would have got it just episode 1 or not, because they don't release their numbers, but they absolutely released them both so that they could say this, that it was the most watched.
However, it seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs.
Now, okay, some of this fan base, really, if I make a video and I have a 99% like ratio and there's like 1 or 2 comments that are just like really fucking brutally mean, does that mean that there's a segment of the base out there? There's a segment of, no, it just means that's normal. Not everyone's going to like everything. And there might be 1 or 2 idiots, losers, stupid people, insane people out there. The idea, like he's talking about, is that there's a segment of the fan base, that there's any measurable segment of the fan base that actually doesn't like her because she's black. That is insane and ludicrous. And then for him to say the most horrendous racist mess. Are you kidding me? I have seen people that push back against this had more racist shit said to them than what was in those DMs. And you have to assume it's the worst of it. Again, Moses Ingram, show us everything. I would love to see everything that you got sent and who it was by.
And I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. And she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer in the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
So stunning and brave, no place for racism. I agree, Ewan. You know what? I also don't think we should kick puppies. That's pretty much universally well received, right? This is gone completely the way that Lucasfilm wanted it to go. They have gaslit everyone. They've gaslit the media. They want you to not talk about it. That's the point of this. They don't want you to criticize this character. They are trying to hide behind this shield that they've put up for themselves. Now, in the process, of course, they're getting called out. They're getting called out for shrinking black people's roles, for shrinking black characters on posters, for all the racist things that Disney has done over the past several years, specifically within Star Wars. But you cannot sit there and pretend. You can't legitimately say that you think that Moses Ingram is getting some sort of special racist backlash. Because simply put, we have seen so many minority characters in Star Wars that have no backlash surrounding them because their characters are well received. Matthew Kadish, Salty Nerd, did a great thread going over a bunch of different minority characters and saying, oh, remember all this racist backlash? Remember all this racist backlash? Oh, that's right, because it didn't happen. It's almost as if a character is bad and poorly written. No matter what they look like, people won't like them. And this is my favorite one. I wonder who attacked Rosario Dawson more in Star Wars. Racist Star Wars fans who hated seeing a woman of color, or unhinged SJW lunatics who accuse her of being a transphobe. That's what happened. Star Wars, did you put out this tweet? We stand with Rosario Dawson when a bunch of your fans, a bunch of Disney Star Wars lunatic fucks, were sitting there trying to get her canceled and fired by claiming she was transphobic? No, I don't think you did. I don't think you did. It's strange that you didn't do that. You certainly didn't do it for Gina Carano, but in this case, when people are not liking a product and not liking a character, you stand behind this wall of diversity and try to say, if anyone criticizes this, it must just be because you're racist. That's why it happened this way, and it's played out exactly the way that Star Wars wanted. They want us to stop talking about it. They want you to stop criticizing it. Well, unfortunately for them, there's going to be people that see right through it. I'm one of those people. I will not stop talking about this, and I will not stop criticizing them. This is meaningless. What they're trying to label people is meaningless, especially when you see the DMs. Are there things in there that are not okay? Yeah, it's not okay. It is not any sort of meaningful segment of the Star Wars fan base like these fucks are trying to claim. And once again, I will say, Moses Ingram, please show everything. Drop all those DMs, because you know what? If there's worse things in there, if there really are hundreds of those messages that are actually racist or racially motivated and not just critical of your character, you know what? I would love to see those and love to personally call those people out. So please show the proof. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.